The qigong exercises that I'm going to explain to you are based off Taoism, or Taoist internal art. The Taoists were famous for energy cultivation in ancient China. Fan Dodak, the Taoist monk that taught the Doo family these meditations, learned them from the sacred Ome Mountain Temple in southern China. The Taoists knew, again, Taoism going way back thousands of years to the ancient shamans, or the medicine men, found out that through these exercises they can cultivate and generate this energy called qi. I'm going to explain the breathing of these exercises. Follow along as best you can. I'm going to use my hands as a teaching aid to explain how the breath percentages or the breath controls are performed. Okay? Don't worry about what else your body's doing. I'll go over that a little later. Just learn what the breathing is doing right now. We'll go over the rest later. Okay? All right. Consistently through all of these exercises, there's always 3 deep full breaths in the beginning. Okay? If you own a computer, you know what the reset button is for. The reset button resets the computer, it will reboot its operating system, and then you go from there. Well, these 3 deep breaths in the beginning are kind of like that in the human body. They allow you to get your energy ready, they relax you, they get your energy flowing in a positive manner. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a full deep breath. Now a full deep breath is not a lung buster, or forced or strained. It's a natural, easy-going breath like this. That's a natural, full, deep breath. Okay? So when I say take a full, deep breath in, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? All right, with my hands, I'm going to show you the full, deep breaths in the beginning. There's 3 of them. Take a full, deep breath in. This would represent an inhale. This would represent an exhale. Okay? All right. So 1, let it all out. Take another deep breath in, and let it all out. And take a 3rd deep breath in, and let it all out. You would take those 3 deep breaths in the beginning of your exercise, and at the end of your exercise, when you're ready to end it. Okay? It's very important you understand this. That's consistent through any of these types of qigong exercises that you're going to perform, is this the way you breathe. Okay? All right. Now on the 4th breath in, you're going to take a 4th deep breath in, and you're going to let out a certain percentage of your lung capacity. Now it's not objective, it's subjective, which means what you think is a certain percentage to let out. Okay? You don't have to sit there and measure it or get technical. It's what you think you're letting out. Okay? Try to do the best you can to gauge or guess the exhale. Okay? It's going to take a little bit of time to get a comfortable familiarity with your lung capacity. But over time you'll be able to get this, and it'll just be a natural thing. Okay? All right. So you've taken your 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. And you do them slower than that. And then a 4th deep breath in. And let's say for an example here, you'd let out 50%. So from this 4th breath, this 4th deep breath here, you let out 50%. So you let out about half. Or half. That would be 50%. From that point, you're going to fill your lungs back up, or take a full breath. You're going to inhale fully, and then exhale it all out. Now what you've just performed is a breath percentage. Okay, now let's say there's another breath percentage that needs to be performed in this particular exercise. Again, only as an example here, as a teaching aid, okay? So you're going to take another deep breath in from that point, and let's say you let out 30%. So you let out less air. You let out 30%. From that point, you take a full deep breath, or fill your lung capacity back up, and then let it out, all out. You see the pattern forming here? Let's say that the next breath percentage, let's say it was 20%. So you take another deep breath in, and you let out 20%, which is even less air. Then you fill it back up, or take another deep breath from that point on, and then let it all out. Now if that was the end of your percentages that you needed to perform for that particular exercise, you would breathe normally from here to this point. You would either sit in the posture, if it was a static posture, or you perform the simple movements if it was a moving meditation. Okay? These exercises are sometimes called meditations. Okay? Now, to recap, let's go from the beginning. You're going to take your full 3 deep breaths in the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3. From that point, another deep breath, or your 4th one. Let out half or 50%. From there, you fill it back up, or take a deep breath, whatever you prefer to call it. And then from there, you let it all out. Then you take another deep breath. And let's say you let out 30%. Then you'd fill it back up, and you let that all out. And from there, you take another deep breath, and you let out 20%. And then from that point, you'd fill it back up, and you let it all out. That's the pattern. That's what's consistent, no matter what percentages you perform. That way you just breathed, your altered respiration is always consistent. The breath percentages may change, but the way you just breathed is always consistent. Okay? Now I'm going to go through a meditation right now, an actual one that you perform. It's very simple. It's not complicated. You're going to be doing the breathing just like I outlined it for you. Now, what's another thing that's consistent in all of these qigong exercises, or meditations as they're called, is your eyes should always be closed. The gathering or the cultivating of qi is basically an inward process. Okay? When you have your eyes open, there is a energy interaction from your environment inside your body when your eyes are open. Not only are the photons, the light waves coming into your eyes, there's also an energy that comes into the brain also. There's an interaction here. You don't want that when you're trying to have an inward experience. Okay? So just remember, keep your eyes closed during these exercises from start to finish. If for any reason you have to open your eyes, or you have to end, or someone startles you, or the phone rings, or many other possibilities that you need to get up and do something, always reset your energy back to normal by taking 3 deep, full breaths, just like you did in the beginning. It's very important you understand this. You want to return your energy to normal before you open your eyes and move about, okay? Okay. All right. The exercise, this qigong exercise that you're going to do, this is a real one now. This will actually alter your energy and cultivate a positive energy in your body for health and healing. You're going to be sitting in a chair, your feet flat on the floor, and your arms are going to be in a posture like this. Your hands are going to be holding a ball. And again, it's nothing complicated here. Your elbows are out a little bit. Imagine yourself holding a soccer ball, or an imaginary ball in front of you, right in front of your chest area, right here. Your fingers slightly pointing each other like this. You're going to close your eyes, keep them closed. The tongue is going to be raised up to the hard palate up top, right behind your teeth, and you're going to have your teeth at the roof, your tongue at the roof of your mouth. Just raise your tongue up behind your teeth and keep it there. Now, not only does the tongue create an energy channel inside the body when you raise it up, it also helps keep your mouth moist, okay? But there actually is an energy connection in the body that your tongue is making, okay? All right. Eyes closed, hands out in holding the ball posture, tongue touching the roof of your mouth. And you're going to follow this along with me, okay? Learn these first, or you can follow along by rewinding or replaying this section of the presentation. Okay, here we go. Take a deep breath in, let it all out. And take another deep breath in, and let it all out. And take another deep breath in, and let it all out. Take another deep breath in, and let out 70%. From that point, you're going to take another deep breath in, fill your lung capacity back up, and let it all out. Then you're going to take another deep breath in, and you're going to let out 50%. From that point, you're going to take another deep breath in, or fill your lung capacity back up, and then let it all out. From that point, you're going to take another deep breath in, and you're going to let out 30%. And And then you're going to take another deep breath in and let it all out. Then you're going to take another deep breath in and you're going to let out 40%. Then you're going to let another deep breath in and let it all out. And from that point on, you're going to breathe normally. You're going to breathe a nice, easy, shallow breath, just if you were reading a book or watching TV or lounging or relaxing. Just hold your hands out like this and just relax. The more you relax, the better it works. You don't have to be thinking of anything. You don't have to concentrate on anything. There's no visualization needed with these exercises. You'll feel possibly a tingling or a warming sensation in the palms and the fingers. You'll feel like an energy field, like an attraction between your hands. But your hands should be held in a static posture just like this. Now if you feel anything changing in your body, take your consciousness and kind of just pay attention to what's going on. Let the feeling pull you down into it. In other words, go with it. Just relax, breathe normally, and you want to hold this posture for about 5 minutes. That's all it takes, is about 5 minutes. Or what you think is about 5 minutes. Or if your arms start to get tired and they start to ache a little bit, maybe you can, maybe hang out and do this posture for maybe 2 minutes. Or if you've had it, you can. There's no limit. There's no minimum here. And there's no maximum. You can sit in this posture for 20 minutes if you can handle it. But if you want to end it after a couple minutes, just make sure you take your 3 deep breaths to clear your energy back to normal before you open your eyes. So let's say I've sat in this posture for about 4 or 5 minutes and I want to end it, or I need to end it for whatever reason. From here, I'm going to take a deep breath in. So go ahead, take a deep breath in and let it all out. And take another deep breath in and let it all out. And take another deep breath in and let that all out. Now once I've taken my 3 deep clearing breaths, to end the meditation I can lower my arms, open my eyes, and relax a minute, let my energy return to normal fully. Then I can get up and move about. Now what you've just done, what you've just experienced, is an actual positive energy meditation. That particular meditation will increase the positive energy in your body. After a while, let's say you've been doing the meditation every day for a couple weeks, you can actually take your hand and try to get your hand to feel like it does when you're in meditation. Okay? Sometimes your hands will tingle, they'll feel a little warm, they'll feel like there's something between the hands, like a magnetic interaction maybe. Okay? Try to get your hand to feel like that without meditating. Okay? Just try to get that feeling back in the hands. Okay? And you would take that feeling and you take it up to a complete stranger or someone you're familiar with, it doesn't matter, and just place it over their hand. See if you can get them to feel anything. A lot of people will experience a warming sensation coming off the person's hand. That's your chi energy that you're actually forcing out of the body and having them experience. Okay? That's one of the ways to play with this energy, this positive energy in the body. Now, there are many types of qigong or these exercises contained within the Doo family. There are many types for positive energy. There are many types for self-defense and kung fu related knowledge, but we're not going to go over that. We're just going to go over the holistic health, positive energy knowledge. Okay? Okay, that is the first qigong exercise. I hope you enjoy it. Practice it every day for about a minimum of about 2 to 5 minutes. You can do it longer. You can do it many times a day if you like. I typically do these exercises before I go to bed. They give you wonderful sleep. They relax you. You'll have a really good sleep. Do it at least once a day. Fit it in at lunchtime. If you're stressing your life, these are wonderful for stress relief, for calming you down. There's many health benefits for this internal energy cultivating.